Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy to be looking at you through my camera lens. I hope you can all see me, and I'm all happy to see you, although I cannot see who's on the other side of this camera lens. I'm glad you're all watching. I know there's one guy in front of me who's watching, but you can only see him on the other side of the camera lens. Okay, so welcome to today's playlist and today's video, which is going into the playlist of This and That and a Side of Comedy. And the story that I have for you today is of a dog who did not have a tail. As grotesque as that might sound, this is actually a true story. You think terrible things happen to animals in this day and age? Well, you ain't seen nothing yet. This poor dog really suffered. I mean, how can you go through life when you have run out of wag? How is that actually possible? Well, in this case, it is definitely possible, and I will tell you how. I will give you proof. So, the dog in question here, his name was Waggie, or maybe the lack of wag. And I forget the name of his wife now, but she was a dog as well. And so Waggie, he goes to his wife one day, and he says to his wife, darling, I've lost my tail. Oh no, his wife said to him, his no-name brand wife. What are we going to do about this? Well, said Waggie, maybe I should go to the vet. You know, the vets have got a lot of aftermarket accessories for dogs and cats and other animals as well. They've got extra fur for cats, they've got extra paws, they've got, for cows, they've got extra hooves, you know, that kind of thing. And so I want to pop around to my nearest veterinary clinic. I can't pronounce that. And I want to ask the vet if he has a tail for me. Okay, darling, said his no-name brand wife to him. Go to the vet and see if you can find a tail for yourself. But please tell me how much it costs, because we don't want a vet's bill that's as long as a tail's length, if you know what I mean. A really long vet's bill. Okay, darling, said Waggie, I will let you know what the bill is, just as long as it's not tail's length, if you know what I mean. So off he goes, and the vet is like two blocks down the street. And so he goes this way. It's the vet is actually down Woof Woof Street, and there's also Bow Wow Drive. He's in a very dog-oriented sort of environment. I think it's like an animal community, you know, where there are all these a whole community of dogs where they woof woof together and they bow bow together. and they're all very friendly. So he goes to the vet and say, "Hey, vet, please would you veto me?" "Well, it's good to see you again, Waggie," said the vet. "How's your tail wagging?" "Well, I don't know," said Waggie. "I don't know. Can you take a look back there, please, and see if I have anything that's doing something back there?" Okay. So the vet tells Waggie to get his butt up, and so, "Waggie, something's missing here." "What?" "Your tail, dude. Your tail's missing." "Oh, but that's why I came here to tell you that." "Oh, gee, why are you playing so ignorant, Waggie?" Or, "Mr. Vet, you're supposed to know these things." So, "Well, yes, I'm supposed to know these things," said the vet, "That's why I'm a vet, duh." So the vet assesses the damage, and he asks Waggie, how did you lose your tail?" "Well, I wagged it too hard," said Waggie to the vet. "You wagged it too hard?" Yeah, I wagged it too hard. And I'm not a very young dog anymore, and I'm like in human years of age, I'm like 80 years old. So you remember the last time I came to see you, you diagnosed me with tail-lytic arthritis, arthritis of the tail. So the one morning while I was brushing my paws, I was wagging my tail like this, and so there's very brittle bones between my spine and my tail, just like this. And so I was wagging my tail rather hard, and what happened? Yeah, the tail actually broke off. And so I just wanted to ask you, Mr. Vet, do you have a spare tail for me? A spare tail for you? You think I've got a spare tail for you? Have you ever heard of such a thing? Are you insulting my profession? "No," said Waggie. I'm not insulting your profession. I just thought you're a vet, and you have aftermarket accessories for animals, don't you? No, I don't," said the vet. I don't have aftermarket accessories. I mean, so what am I going to do? Said Waggie. Where am I going to get a tail from? "Well, I don't know," said the vet. In all my years of practicing as a vet, I've never seen this before. a dog without a tail and with tail-lytic arthritis. No, I've never seen this before, so the very second you walked in here, I actually noticed that you didn't have a tail. Oh, right, said Waggie. Oh, right, okay. So the vet says to Waggie, well, just consider yourself the first wagless dog ever in the world. Wow. You know, not having a tail is actually, it's not a bad thing, you know, Waggie. It's, you know, it's, if anything, it's less weight on your body. Really, it's less weight on your body, and you won't have to carry so much weight. I mean, let me just get out my records. No, come with me. Come into my office. I just want to pull out your file. So Waggie walks into the vet's office, and the vet pulls out his file, and he checked in his file of how what Waggie's weight was. The last time I saw, I think it was about 2 months ago. So the vet looks at the Waggie's weight that he wrote down in his file. Well, says the vet, you were 500 pounds 2 months ago. Oh, wow, said Waggie. 500 pounds, you say? That's quite heavy. That's very heavy. Well, I think we may have some good news for you. So, Waggie, just go to the scale, please, and get on the scale. I want to weigh you. So Waggie goes to the scale, and the vet brings his file with him, ready to write down his new weight. And he climbs on it, and the vet looks at the scale results, and his eyes nearly fall out of his head. He's down to 300 pounds. Waggie, did you eat any less food or more food, or this? You've lost a lot of weight. No. Well, said Waggie. I think I have an explanation for that. I was 500 pounds when I had my tail, and you know, I've now dropped 200 pounds because I don't have a tail. So the vet says to Waggie, well, I think that's why you've lost 200 pounds. That tail of yours was so heavy. Do you see what I'm getting at here, Waggie? And Waggie says to him, yeah, wow, that is amazing. And Waggie is just completely blown away by this. Waggie's completely blown away by this loss in weight. 200 pounds. My tail weighed 200 pounds. And the vet says to him, yeah, your tail weighed 200 pounds, so you've lost 200 pounds.
Hello.
So yes, consider yourself the first tailless dog in the world. And I am so happy to be the first tailless dog in the world. Well then, Levetta, you can go home. I'm not going to charge you anything for this consultation. And please give your wife my best, and
I was supposed to.
tell her she must wag her tail
But it's okay. Yeah.
very carefully.
You know what? I closed today.
The end.
And I had to be up